The character used in this video was provided temporarily by the folks at Scopely in order to provide you with the best WWE Champions content.
The one and only, well, not the one and only version of Ricochet. This is the second one in a couple of weeks, but this is his Acrobat version. The one we've probably all been anticipating, because he is one of the most exciting acrobats to come along in a long time. His training ability will help someone like Doink or Alexa Bliss, because it makes those blue submission moves hurt a lot more. 50% more damage at 5K. Raw Links and Modern Era. He's got two completely independent move sets. He's got one green move with the two reds and the other green move with the two blues. We will see them both in action with various trainer setups, and this is where we're going to start with the blue-blue-green. It's the super kick and the senton with the springboard crossbody. Jerry Lawler and Matt Hardy are the trainers. He is a multiply gem guy, as a lot of the top acrobats are. So we had a wild card turn one, but you see with Jerry Lawler, even if you don't make a match on turn one, this blue move is going to be full on turn two. We're turning 4 gems into green, and we get to choose them. We love the choose moves. So a couple ways you can play that. Ideally, you don't want to cause a pin, but really it doesn't matter a whole lot. You might as well do the damage, because you need that blue finisher to be full to take full advantage of that green move, which turns blue gems into multiplies. Getting the multiplies out there allows you to fill that finisher. But you can see we're not talking about someone who can get all 3 moves off right away and start his recycling. He does recycle well, but it's a couple of turns to get it going. And as we do that, we take some damage. You'll find that because of the pins caused by the choose move, and because we're using a finisher, which always creates a pin, that you are taking damage. So against some faster guys, and Tough is one of them, you're going to take some damage with Ricochet. Now we've got these moves all filled at the same time. Change multiplied gems. They're regular ×2. With Matt, they become ×4. And now the finisher destroys random multiplied gems. So that fills up the 2 blue moves for sure. Look at that cascade. That's hell mode. So now we got to try and finish him off here, because Tough's ready to unload another choose move on us. So there we do manage to get those moves full again. That's the beauty of the choose moves, is that if you can cause the right cascade or the right series of matches in the right places, you can use the pin bar to your advantage and use some cascades to fill your other moves. So we'll see that same move set again. See if we can get it done faster, or if this match takes longer. Again, this is Jerry Lawler and Matt Hardy, as you can see on the side. We choose those gems and cause a pin, but because we used them wisely, we got all our blue moves filled again. And on this next turn, we can get all these moves off You don't need to use the choose green again because the green is full. But if the pin bar is in the right place, you can now use this choose to green to try and get more multi-gems out there. So that when they destroy the multi-gems and you get some cascades, you can hit some bigger damage. See, that was perfect. We didn't cause a pin. The green moves full again, so we're getting 4 specials off on this one turn. And now the destroy multiply gems. We get a nice cascade. That's 107k damage. Seth's got his 2 blue moves ready, so hopefully we can keep him down here. And he kicks out. 107k with only 30,000 health left, and he just powered right out of that like Hogan. So again, you see we take some more damage. You're not finishing a ton of these Ricochet matches with, 90% of your health. It's just not designed that way. You're going to take some damage. But this will finish the match off. We're going to keep using this blue-green move set, but we're going to do a little trainer swap here. We're going to go, instead of Matt Hardy, with Razor from the Authors of Pain, the old ADR. We call him Taco Bell Rio. So you can see with Razor at 9k, which is where my Razor is, not only do you get the extra green choose gems on this choose move, you see we're choosing 8 now instead of 4, but he also starts that bonus at 9k, he starts with an extra blue MP. So with Lawler and Razor, that first blue move, the choose to green, is full on turn 1. And now you're choosing 8 instead of 4, so that's where you want to try to both get a lot of damage done and to refill those blue moves again. So you see, this is where I played this one bad. I could have done the same thing we did in the last match and used that green first to get the multi-gems out there, and then use this move to refill the green to get it off again. So I screwed that up. That's, again, with a brand new character, it's trial and error, learning the process. Once you play dozens of matches with these guys, they become second nature, and you pretty much just go into brain and muscle memory and just play the guys off of instinct. But so that was bad gameplay by me, and it'll probably cost me by not having that green move full the next time that I need it. So we could have done more damage on Tough there if I'd played it correctly. So you can see the benefit to Razor is that choose move is full right away on turn 1. But because you don't want to cause pins in certain situations, sometimes choosing 8, you don't need to, and you end up just saying, oh, I'm only going to do these 4. Well, if you didn't have Razor on him, you'd still be able to choose 4 and have the benefit of another trainer like you saw before with Matt, because you see this finisher now is destroying ×2 multi-gems instead of ×4, and it's not doing as much damage. That moveset did work well because we got the choose off on turn 1. So now we're going to try it without Lawler. We'll try the combination of Razor with the big choose move and Matt Hardy for the multi-gems. So this should recycle nice and do some damage. It's just getting to that first choose move, you need a blue match, which we got. So if you get a dry board, this is going to end up being slower because your blue move's not going to be full right away. We did get the blue match here, which is good. So now using this choose move to try and do damage and reload the blues. We've accomplished most of that. The finisher is full and our multi-gem move is full. So now when these multiplied gems go out on the random blues, they are 4s again instead of 2s because Matt is back on. Now the finisher destroying 6 multi-gems. We only put 5 out there, but it can destroy up to 6. And our blues are full again to get that choose move going. Tried to get greedy there. There was a wild card available. Was hoping it wouldn't cause a pin, but it did. And now we're going to take some Seth Rollins damage. So you can see this blue-green-blue move set. We've already used 3 different trainer configurations with it, so you do have versatility. In the world of perks, when you're getting extra MPs and you're getting extra choose gems in feud perks, it opens up even more possibilities. Not needing Razor because you're getting the extra blue MP off the top and you're getting extra choose with your greens. So you could use a blue gem damage trainer, for example, or a blue move trainer to increase the damage. So there are a lot of options here with this build. So now let's switch over to the 3 other moves. We're taking out all 3 moves and replacing them with the other 3. Sting and Matt Hardy are the trainers here. You see that middle move started full, that red move, but we don't want to use it right off the top because that's like the Baron Corbin thing. Your AI is going to play this move set wrong if you set it on defense. So this first green lets you choose a 6 gem column, a 1x6 area into multiplied gems. And then that red move that I told you not to use off the top increases them by 1. So up from 4 to 5. And those first 2 moves are both 2 charges, so they're ready every other turn. If you manage to get a match, they're going to be ready every turn, but... So now this second red move, the rolling lariat, changes a 2x4 area into greens. So that refills those moves again, and you get a lot more and a lot bigger multiply gems out on the board. He is an acrobat, so his blue gems are worth the most. So even though those are all ready, we want to get 1 more blue gem, move them up to 5, and then make that blue match, and you'll see what each of these blue gems are worth. Times 5, 13k each. Wait for the pause frustrating thing to free up. We don't manage to get the pin. And now you see this move set, even though the blue and the red are slightly lower charge, I don't think quite has the same recyclability because there's nothing to fill that second red other than making a multiply gem match. X-Pac as a coach would help. And the placement of your 2x4 green area will also help if there are red gems around it where you can try to get matches off a cascade to get that move refilled. So there's a win. Going against Seth and all of these, just so you can see the contrast between the moves and the different trainers. We'll run this red, red, green one more time to get another look at it. Again, the red move is full off the top. Don't use it. It increases your multi-gem damage, so you need the multi-gems on the board first. The only time you would use it on turn 1 is if your match is going to be red. you can use it, get a red match, and then on your turn 2, both the green and red are going to be full again. And you're closer to filling that finisher. So that's the only time where I would use that red match off the top. But like I said, you're going to get Baron Corbin when you set this guy on defense and the AI plays it wrong. Like I just did there. No multi-gems on the board. I used the red move. There's no red match to make. And then unless I get a red match here, it's not going to be ready on the next turn when I want it. So there you go. There's an example of some more bad play by Buck. I give you tons of those opportunities in these videos, judging by the comments. Why would you play that like that? Well, I have a better idea than that. You're probably right. In the limited amount of time we get to work with these characters and try to provide you with a study and coaching tool, there's a lot of trial and error, and sometimes gameplay mistakes are prevalent. So you can see again, we're taking damage. Perhaps not as much with this red build than the blue build. But you see again, red moves aren't full. There is a wild card available there, so if I play this right, find a spot for this 1x6 into multiplied gems. Now play the reds. You see it didn't get that red move filled. So it is, he's not a brainless character to play. You have to make decisions on where to put these choose areas. That's why even though you take more damage, I always prefer the choose gem move to the choose area move. So my preference is the blue-green move set we saw. Once you get this guy in the contest, I think he's not going to be the most impossible character to pull. He's another one who's available at 4-star silver, and he takes 1,600 shards to recruit, but he is going to be in the pulls at 3-star bronze, so it's not going to be crazy impossible to get this guy. Once you get him, try him out. Send me your suggestions in the comment, or just have a look at his moveset that you see online. Let me know how you would play Ricochet, the one and only, available in the Ricochet contest on WWE Champions.